Have you ever walked into a room full of people and felt that knot of anxiety tighten in your chest, overwhelming feeling that everyone else somehow received the secret manual on how to connect effortlessly while you were left wondering what to say? Pause. You're not alone. In a world dominated by digital communication, our ability to make genuine face-to-face connections has become both more challenging and more valuable than ever. Think about it. When was the last time a conversation with someone new left you feeling energized and genuinely seen? That magical moment when awkwardness melts away and you find yourself connecting like old friends. These moments aren't accident, and they're not reserved for naturally charismatic people born with some special gift. The truth? Meaningful conversation is a skill that can be learned and mastered. Today, I'm sharing 8 conversation starters that do more than break the ice. They open doors to genuine connection. These aren't superficial small talk prompts, but gateways to conversations that make people feel valued and instantly drawn to you. Remember, the most charismatic people aren't those who speak brilliantly, but those who listen brilliantly. Let's begin. Question 1. What's been the highlight of your day so far? This question works on multiple levels. First, it's refreshingly different from the standard "how are you?", which typically elicits nothing more than a reflexive "fine, thanks." Second, it guides the person toward positive reflection, even on challenging days. This shifts their focus toward gratitude, and they'll unconsciously associate that positive feeling with talking to you. Third, it's specific to today, not the generic "what do you do?" that reduces someone to their job title. When they share their highlight, resist the urge to immediately share yours. Instead, ask a follow-up. That sounds wonderful. What made that moment special? Remember, the goal isn't to collect information, it's to understand their world. Question 2. I've been thinking about, what's your take on that? This starter requires vulnerability, which paradoxically creates safety for the other person to open up. Choose something you've genuinely been contemplating, a concept from a book, podcast, or observation about relationships. Share briefly, then invite their perspective. For example, I've been thinking about how technology is changing relationships. We're more connected online, yet many feel more isolated. What's your take? This accomplishes several things. It positions you as thoughtful, with interest beyond small talk. It offers a glimpse into your inner world, creating trust. Most importantly, it explicitly values their opinion, one of the most powerful ways to make someone feel respected. The key is authenticity. Share something you're genuinely curious about, and the conversation will flow naturally. Question 3. I couldn't help but notice. That's really interesting. We all desire to be truly seen, to have our unique qualities recognized. This starter begins with a specific, positive observation. The crucial element is genuineness and specificity that shows you're paying attention. I couldn't help but notice your watch. It has such a unique design. Is there a story behind it? That was an insightful comment you made about relationships. Have you studied psychology? When you acknowledge something specific, you're saying, I see you as an individual. You're not just another face in the crowd. This creates an immediate connection and makes them feel valued for their uniqueness. Be careful though. This isn't about flattery or commenting on appearance in ways that might make someone uncomfortable. It's about noticing something that reveals their choices, interests, or perspectives. Question 4. What are you looking forward to in the coming week? This question shifts the conversation toward the future, revealing someone's hopes and sources of excitement. It works because it's optimistic without being intrusive. Unlike, what are your goals? Which feels like a job interview, this question opens the door to meaningful sharing while keeping things light. Their answer reveals what brings them joy. Are they excited about career achievements, hobbies, family time, or adventures? This tells you about their values and passion. Listen for opportunities to find common ground. That sounds amazing. What sparked your interest in salsa dancing? Or, I've been wanting to try that restaurant too. What attracted you to it? By discussing future positive events, you create a conversation filled with anticipation and positive emotion. Question 5. I'm curious about your perspective on... Curiosity is deeply attractive. When you express genuine interest in someone's thoughts, you signal that you value their unique perspective. This works well with contextual elements, something mentioned in conversation, a shared experience, or a relevant trend. I'm curious about your perspective on modern dating apps. Do you think they've made connecting easier or more complicated? This isn't asking for the right answer. It's seeking their personal take based on experience. This validates their insights and shows that you see them as someone with valuable thought. When they share, Practice active listening. Resist immediately sharing your opinion or debating theirs. Instead ask, "That's fascinating. What experiences shaped that perspective?" Question 6. What's something you're learning about lately that's captured your interest? This question bypasses small talk and dives straight into what's mentally engaging them. Unlike asking about jobs or hobbies, which elicit rehearsed responses, this catches people off guard in the best possible way. It invites them to share current curiosities, revealing true passion. Their answer might range from professional skills to completely unrelated interests like pottery, sustainable gardening, or relationship psychology. Whatever it is, you glimpse what genuinely excites their mind. This question carries an implicit compliment. It assumes they're curious and growth-oriented. Most people aspire to see themselves this way, so the question itself is affirming. When they answer, show genuine interest. What initially drew you to that? Or, what's been the most surprising thing you've discovered? Question 7. How did you get started with when you learn something about the person, a hobby, passion, or interest? This question invites them to share their origin story. We all love telling our stories. There's something satisfying about tracing the path that led us to where we are, especially when someone shows sincere interest. How did you get started with rock climbing? Is vastly more engaging than how long have you been climbing? The first invites a narrative. The second asks for a mere data point. This works because it focuses on their personal journey rather than just the activity. It reveals pivotal moments, mentors, or insights that shaped their path. It allows them to share both challenges and triumphs, creating emotional depth. Listen for emotional undertone. What lights them up? What obstacles did they overcome? These emotional elements create connection points far stronger than facts alone. Question 8. What's something that made you smile recently? In our busy lives, we rarely pause to acknowledge small joys. This question creates space for that reflection. Notice it doesn't ask for their biggest achievement, just something that brought a simple smile. This makes it easy to answer regardless of how their day is going. Their response might be touching, funny, or surprisingly profound. It might be about a friend's text, a stranger's kindness, or a personal victory. Whatever they share opens a window into what brings them joy, and there are few things more connecting than shared joy. When they answer, match their emotional tone. If they share something heartwarming, respond with warmth. If they share something funny, appreciate their humor. This emotional attunement builds rapport. Now, having explored these 8 powerful conversation starters, let's talk about implementation. First, remember that genuine connection can't be rushed. Give each question room to breathe. Second, practice responsive listening. Their answers contain hooks for follow-up questions. Listen for these hooks rather than waiting for your turn to speak. Third, be willing to share yourself. These questions work best with reciprocity. After they've shared, offer your thoughts when appropriate. Vulnerability invites vulnerability. The truth is, people won't remember most of what you say, but they will remember how you made them feel. When you approach conversations with genuine curiosity, people feel valued and respected in your presence. That feeling, that sense of being truly seen, is what makes people not just like you instantly, but remember you long after the conversation ends. So the next time you find yourself hesitating before meeting someone new, remember, you don't need clever lines or impressive stories. You just need to be genuinely interested in the amazing human before you. Because in a world where everyone is broadcasting, the simple act of truly listening has become revolutionary. And connection, real, human connection, begins with a simple question asked with an open heart and authentic curiosity.